I've been wanting to video the addition I put on top of the stairwell. This is a bigger picture of it, but it starts right here and goes all around the stairs. This was dead space because when I designed this, I didn't understand how to design stairs, and I could have had more floor space if I'd realized how much headroom I would have. So when I had this as my office, it wasn't a major problem to have this open area. It became obvious that more space was needed when Mama moved up here, and we put here at the this part right here some ventilated shelving, and she put stuff on top of that. To make it more stable or solid, she put some cardboard on hers. Originally, this was going to be here, and it was going to come over this open hole with a part that would raise up and fold back so that I could have my pulley system here. Now the pulley system goes down. See down there at the foot of the stairs, and I can leave my groceries down there and hook it to the pulley and pull it up very easily. The chain is mainly here for weight, and I need a better rope. As you can see, it's twisting and turning, and if it had a little more heft, it wouldn't. So I've got it here in the ceiling, and it's easy to pull up. And I decided there was really no need to have a flat place here because it would just become covered with stuff, and I would have to move that to open it to bring stuff up. So I originally above this part here, above the coffee makers and the ice machine, I was going to have a second level where I was going to put store more items. But after I got into it and started making it, I decided to put it along the side here, which you'll see better when I move over. So these are all pull-outs. You can see I'm pulling this out. This is the longest one, and that makes it possible to deal with making coffee and filling up the coffee maker. And then it easily pushes back. This one here in the center is just for extras. It's got the coffee creamer and sugar. It's got some stuff here that I use to measure out the coffee. This is a box with my pods for my Keurig machine. I've got some coffee that I'm using there. And this pitcher is to pour water. Often you need water when you're making drinks, and so that's what that's for, although, as you can see very close, I have the kitchen sink, but that was not the case before. This downstairs, I live downstairs. This is also pulls in and out, but this ice machine is very heavy, much heavier than I thought. So when it's full of water and making ice, this is a Jack Daniel statue here. I just thought I wanted the support for it here on this stairwell, but I really don't need it to move because the water, as I said, is right here. So I can very easily get the water from the sink and lift it and get ice out because of the hallway here. And I wanted it to have electricity on it to operate these machines, but I didn't want to go to the trouble of having an electrician wire everything in through the walls and all that. So what I did was I just plugged in a extension cord, and I made it a flat plug, as you can see, so it wouldn't stick out and hit me as I was walking down. So on the back side of this, I have my water containers here, and then I have a little holder for 4 bottles of wine and some wine glasses, and then on the top there can be a used bottle of wine or wine that's in the process of being drunk. And there is a stand, a little 3-tiered stand with the alcohol. There's just some decoration, always nice to have. The bottom box, I just have some little stuff stored in. The drawers open. Let me get that out of there. And I've got some measuring things in there, and There's some sugar, also something that's sugar back there is needed for making drinks. Sometimes you want to put a little sugar in them. This turns around quite easily. It's hard to get to things from this side, but I can easily get to the other side. And then down here, more decoration and a tree of mugs for coffee and tea. Now this part here with that helmet has you lift it up and it's got whiskey glasses and a whiskey container, and then there's the shakers and some more glasses, some salt for margaritas, some more glasses, some little Jack Daniel's stirs, and some items to make mixed drinks with. Now that was supposed to be over the top, but and this was all supposed to be one piece. See the wood here, and I decided I wanted to make it longer. Well, let's go back to it being one piece. This would be one piece of 3/4 inch plywood. However, that was heavy and I couldn't carry it up here on my own, so I went to Home Depot and I got these pieces here, which are 4 feet by 2. I got 3 4 feet by 2, and I stained them a dark stain because I didn't want to try and get them to match this. I wanted it to be obvious they weren't matching. I stained them, I polyurethaned them 3 times to make sure that they were going to stand up against water and whatever else might be happening here. But I wanted to make it longer, and it was so dull being this dark color. So I went and got another piece of 2 foot by 4 foot board, and had Home Depot cut it into 3 sections, which they were not able to do equally. I wanted the one up here to be 10 inches, and then I wanted the other 2 cut to be the same width, but they couldn't. I don't know why they couldn't, but they couldn't. So I brought this home and I painted it this one the blue color that I have used for all my trim around the upstairs. And then these legs are called hairpin legs. I ordered those off Amazon, and they are easy to screw on. I screwed them on, I thought, in kind of an artistic way, because my book they were supposed to be screwed on so many inches from the edge, and my board was only 10 inches wide. So I kind of intertwined them there a little bit, and then I did it the opposite way on the other end. So I'll go on down this way, even though this I bought from Amazon. This is kind of a open room divider, because since the space is small, I didn't want to stop the sight lines with too much closed in area. So this is a little box with drawers in it where I store a few things, and then this open unit that I have sitting on the stair wall, it just stores stuff that I really didn't have room for and wanted to have, and it kind of breaks up the room, kind of says that's the private area and this is a more public area. So let me pause this and I'll go around to the back. Now this is the back. See, this is the back side. Now the reason why these are at different levels is you can see right through here, see my little tower plug for plugging in all my appliances. The cord for the Mr. Coffee is very short, so he has to be right at the very back, because I don't want my extension cord there moving back and forth all the time. And this is the other side of the wine storage, and this I've just got here for decoration, and that's my charging cord for my phone, because back here underneath the shelves for the whiskey I have placed another power strip so that I can plug things in that go for my, on this side of it. And you can see on the back there's alcohol, and you can see what this looks like. It's not hard to get back here and get to anything. And I've got the edge here hangs over on this side, because my stair wall is not exactly 4 feet, and I want it on the other side for it not to hang over so that I wouldn't hit it as I walk down that narrow hallway. So I'm going to pause it again and show you the ceiling part of it. So this is the underside of what we were looking at up on the top. You can see the blue sections, and then I've ordered those. Those are foam. They're just foam pieces that came white. I painted them the same blue trim, and I think it just gives it something interesting. But no one ever looks up, so I don't know how many people really see it. But it doesn't look as dull. It's got some architectural interest, if if that's what's going on there. So that's it. That's what I built on top of my stairwell.